Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Little Reader's house. I'm the Little Reader, and you, my friend, are in my house. And we're talking about today's pick a card reading titled A Message from Your Friend, Money. Now, how did it all come to be, you may ask, or maybe not, but I'm going to tell you. The consciousness of money is alive and well on planet Earth, and it has an intelligence. That consciousness knocked on my door and asked if it could give you a message. It's that simple. We'll start out with a question reflecting how money is viewing you at this time. Money as an entity, money as an intelligence. And then we'll carry on with a few other things. How can you improve your relationship with money? Something that money has been trying to tell you. I can't think of the last question right now. But I've already filmed the entire reading, and it was beautiful, absolutely glorious. So I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. Do your thing when it comes to the pick a card moment. Let yourself be moved to whatever it is that tugs on your heartstrings. Each group is vastly different. And if in the end, once you've watched your pile and selected and chosen, you would like a masterclass on what the energy of a human in flow with money looks like, I will place in the description box below, way at the bottom where you can't see until after you've listened to your group, which of the 4 groups offers this incredible insight. Because one of them did, and it was incredibly educational for me, and you may find it to be as well for you, unless of course, excuse me, unless of course it's your group. Woo! Thank you for bearing with me there. So yeah, that'll be way at the bottom of the description box, hidden so that it doesn't influence your choice. I know what it's like to be picking a card and wanting to not be influenced by anything. So let that be known. In closing, Your Honor, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, if you're a regular in the house to our transmissions, but you've never been introduced to our pick a card readings and you're like, what and why? There is a transmission that's already been filmed and recorded, and I will link that down below as well, titled Why I Read Cards. So it's all there for you, beautiful soul. I hope it touches you in the good place, expands you, and fills you with joy, because it certainly did for me while creating it for you. Until we meet again, which I know will be in just a second, but I mean face to face, I am sending you all of the love I've got. Always more, never less, because you, my sweet friend, are so very worthy of it. Now go out there and love yourself. Hello, beautiful soul. It is time to make your selection. You know how this works. Here we've got our Seashell Crew with the Gentle Tarot. Here we have our Red Jellyfish Crew with Unveiling the Golden Age, a tarot experience by Izzy Ivy. Here we've got our Seahorse Crew with Zeke's Arcana. And here we've got our Blue Jellyfish Crew with the Movie Tarot. Take a moment to breathe. Settle in. and select. Hello, beautiful seashell crew, and welcome to your reading of A Message from Your Friend Money. I'm going to go ahead and set you down, somewhere in frame, hopefully, letting you know that you are so very worthy of love. Always more, never less, before we even get started. That is perhaps the most important message to come through in this entire reading. Next, we're going to pull a single card to understand how your friend Money feels about you right now. Contemplating money as a living, breathing consciousness, it must certainly have a capacity to feel. So how does your friend Money feel about you right now? Let's get to know it, my beautiful seashell crew. Right here. No. No. Have no fear, my sweet friend. Let's tune in. No. That's what's coming through. And in this, we see the very faint outline of an angel. It's faint, it's set back. You almost have to squint to see it. So immediately we have a feeling of distance. Your friend Money feels like it can't communicate with you. Feels like it's not being seen by you. Feels like it's not being attended to by you, my beautiful seashell crew. And interestingly, this shell shape is very closed. It's very hidden. It's very obscured. With the energy of no, we have strong boundaries. Perhaps your friend Money feels boxed in. Quite literally, in a savings box. Maybe it's a wooden box like this, or a jar. It's restricted by boundaries, it's restricted by limits. Perhaps you're very distinct about when you save and when you spend. And yet your attention on money is indirect. Even though there may be boundaries, there may be a regimented routine in which you set aside a specific portion of your paycheck, or you allocate certain funds to certain things. There's a feeling of neglect here that comes with the word no, because no, although a highly beneficial energy, when placing boundaries, when tapping into our projective, some would say masculine emperor or yang side, what it can do is create separation. So your friend Money is saying, hey, hi, hello, I'm over here. I exist. I know you've got me in lines. All straight lines are standing out right now. I know you've got me in lines. I know you've got me structured. I know you've got me set up a specific way. But you don't see me. You don't commune with me. We're not exchanging energy. We're not working together the way that we could be. And yet I'm here. I'd like to chat. I have something to offer you. If I'm seeing this correctly, this angel, this character, this silhouette, I say angel because I'm perceiving wings here, has open hands, open arms. But it's quite literally blinded by the light. I don't know if that's the correct lyric, but there is a veil between us. No matter how well regimented you've got me. No matter how allocated I am, there's a closure. We're not exchanging energies. I feel unheard and I feel unseen as an entity, as a consciousness. Something further coming through here. My intelligence feels unseen. I, as your friend Money, feel like you, my beautiful shell crew, are not giving me credit for being alive. Like, you have to do all the bossing. You have to do all the parenting. I'm not to be trusted. I'm risky. I could get away. I could go wild. There's a fear element here. In addition to feeling the energy of the Emperor, I feel the energy of the devil. Don't trust me. It's almost Luciferian. Tricky, sleazy. You think I might bring out the worst. So I'm so tightly controlled. This is how your friend Money feels about your relationship, feels about you, is that the fist is too tightly gripped shut. But, as we discussed in the intro, if you had an opportunity to see it, how your friend Money feels about you is also how you feel about your friend Money. Because you're one and the same. There is no separation in this universe. So it's a mirror. Equal amounts of distrust. Let's go deeper. We'll pull in the Gentle Tarot. And we'll look at what your friendship needs to improve. What's the medicine? What does your friendship need to improve? My beautiful shell crew. Ooh. Six of Wands. And Three of Wands. Fire it up. Fire it up. Six of Wands. Our card of liberation, success. Immediately we see this figure on an eagle. Eagles, here in the States, my love, are quintessential American liberty. Three of Wands. That ass. Oh, we don't want to objectify. That ass. Beautiful, living, breathing, loving, intelligent ass. Oh, okay. So here we go with a channeling. Right away, the need to get back into the rules is something that your friend Money would like you to release. So we don't want to objectify that impulse to quickly shut down the fun. Don't get too loose. Don't get too wild. But hey, we did notice the ass right away, didn't we? The bum, the rear, the derriere. We noticed it. This feeling of going buck naked into the world. There's a resistance to it here. There's a resistance in this clammed up, this closed shell. As beautiful as it is, my beautiful shell crew. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got some rough edges here. We're closed up. We don't necessarily want to be free. We want to be safe in rigidity. But your friend Money is asking you to let go. Plan a trip. Get on a flying machine if you're feeling bold and daring. Spread your arms. Fire energy here is passionate. It's sexual. It's sensual. It's divine. It's about creation. It's about letting go, cutting loose. Particularly our Six of Wands. Associated with success. Associated with victory after battle. Your friend Money would like to point out to you how well you've done for yourself, how much you've achieved, how much you've accomplished. It's really quite remarkable. You've done so well. Not that that's a surprise to anyone, my sweet friend. I think it's a surprise to you. And your friend Money would like you to pause and look at that. See how you've saved. See how what you've done has paid off. See how you have resources available to you to spend now. You've been saving them for a rainy day, perhaps. But have you contemplated all these days of sun that are waiting for you to look at them, to be alive in them? Your friend money says you can improve our relationship by liberating yourself, my beautiful shell crew. Open up. Take a trip. Plan into the future, but not as long-term as you've been planning. You can still allocate money for your long-term goals, your house, your car, retirement, whatever that thing is. But what about now? What about what's right ahead of you? The sun. Yellow brick road. I'm feeling a Wizard of Oz reference coming on here. You will be on the path, irrespective of whether you agonize about whether you're on the path or not. Your feet, if you've got them, beautiful soul, are on that yellow brick road. Oz is your inevitable destination. But you don't have to wait to get there to access all your power now. Here, my beautiful shell crew, there's a fear of overspending too quick. I'm about to use an adult reference, and if it wasn't already clear that this is a place for adults at this moment here in the house between the ass and your host, I'm going to make it very clear now. If there are kids around, they may cover their ears. There's a fear here, my beautiful soul, about blowing the load too quickly. About spewing out life force prematurely. And your friend money is asking you to take that fear, kiss it on the head, and set it free. You won't. Instead, the trip of your life is waiting for you. The opportunities are here now. You've got the power that Dorothy has in The Wizard of Oz to click your heels at any time and transport yourself home if you want to go home. But why not look around at what's in front of you, the potential friends, the potential conversations, the possibilities? This is really about liberation. You want to improve your relationship with your friend money. You self-liberate. Throw cheeks to the wind. And set yourself free. There's a song there. It's not coming to me, but it's by either Simon or Garfunkel, I believe. Such and such ways to leave your lover. An amount of ways to leave your lover. You can do this, you can go out the back door, you can go out the front door, you can do this, that, the other. But there are so many ways to set yourself free. Your friend money is asking you to find them. That will drastically improve your relationship. Now, a message your friend money has been trying to get through to you. What is a message that your friend money has been trying to get through to you, beautiful soul? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Ace of Cups. So, a ring on the finger and a new love card. a ring, a wreath of flowers, and a round cup. Scarcity mentality. Do you believe, my beautiful shell crew, that anything can be taken away from you in an instant? Is that your experience? That in a moment, everything you've worked for can be stripped away. Sudden loss. Particularly of the financial variety. This is screaming out scarcity mentality, but not an active scarcity mentality that makes you feel like you're ungrateful in any capacity. In fact, I sense a beautiful groundedness here, my sweet friend. Definite gratitude for the empire you've created in your life, no matter how humble. But there's a relationship with luck in either direction, good or bad, that manifests as a fear. And interestingly, your friend money is telling you no. Let's not put our energy in that direction. Of course, in this game called life, anything, the rug can be pulled out at any time, of course. Absolutely. But living life with that fear preemptive at the forefront of decision making is actually going to close and contract your life experience. Oh, make it so uncomfortable. My wrists hurt, my fingers hurt, my hands. Hands are important here. Because this open hands has all the money falling out. My beautiful shell crew, this feeling of, if I open up and I go generous with it, that's the same as being careless. If I start releasing and letting my flowers and letting my wreath that I've woven together go, spending on trips, spending on all this, notice the hand gesture, frivolous, then I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna be the cause of my own bad luck. It's just too risky. I'd rather stay clamped. I'd rather stay holding. There's also a Six of Pentacles energy here of equal give and take. You feel generous to me, my beautiful shell crew, and yet the generosity is not being self-given. It's not being given to you. And your friend money has been trying to tell you that it's okay to give to yourself. Your generosity with others is commended. Seems you might even give to those in need who put their cup out. And because you're compassionate and because you're kind, that feels good. But your friend money's been asking you to turn around and give that to yourself. Give it to yourself, please. You're worthy of it. It's going to improve our relationship. It's going to enrich your life. Increase your joy. Truly, your friend money wants you to know it's been trying to enrich your life. Your friend money has held the power this entire time to helping you find more meaning in your everyday experience. So if there's been some void or some feeling of something's missing, your friend money's playing a very important role in putting that thing into your daily experience, giving you something to shout about. Your friend money is holding a key to expansion. So please, be generous with yourself. Give to yourself. Let's release the scarcity mentality, the idea that if you don't white knuckle and hold on to every resource you got, only giving to charity and to those you love, but never to yourself, lest you call bad luck upon yourself, let's let that go. Your friend money has actually got your back big time. Not going to let that happen. That's not in the cards for you, as much as you may fear it. Self-love, always a theme here in the Little Reader's House, but particularly for you, my shell crew. Something's come through a few times as I've been speaking about being shell-shocked, like from a battle. And with the Six of Wands here, the original configuration referring to victory after battle, it seems to me there was a time when you feel like you lost a battle. Maybe way back in childhood, maybe growing up in poverty, maybe leaving a country to another one, maybe a generational history of lack of funds, or an association with a bigger entity than yourself, seeing a lot of poverty right up front. It may have generated a feeling like that is a reason to hold back self-love from yourself, almost taking it personally. But your friend money says no. Not a reason to hold back from loving yourself. And the more that you can pour the cup of love onto yourself, the easier you'll find it to use your own financial resources on yourself. You're worthy of that. All right. The third and final part, my dear, of our reading today. What is the part of you, my beautiful friend, that is most connected to your friend money? And what does that mean for you? So what part of your energy, your personality, your history, what part of you? Realm of form, body, is it the realm of heart? We're already seeing connections to the emotions here. What part of you, the mind perhaps, is most connected to your friend money? Wow, 2 major arcanas. And what does that mean for you, beautiful soul? So we've got the Hanged Woman in reverse and the Hierophant. Let's take a look at this. Kids, close your eyes. Or not. With the Hanged One, the Hanged Woman in this case in reverse, it begs a question. What the hell am I waiting for? With the Hierophant upright, we've got tradition. We've got the way it's always been done. We've got rules, regulations, likely self-imposed. The part of you that your friend money is most connected to is your traditional side, your rule-driven side. It's mental, it's in your mind, so immediately realm of mind is how you connect to your friend money. My beautiful shell crew. And this traditional element prevents you from being spontaneous, frivolous, impulsive. Now here's what that means for you. We've already made it clear that it definitely clams shut the flow. It definitely closes a door on interaction between you and your friend money. There's a potential here for you to have a more flowing relationship with money. You may even discover that as you spend it on self-loving adventures, travel, experiences. There's a huge focus on experiential spending here. You may find that it flows more easily into your life. Or by virtue of your own expansion and your own enrichment, you begin to understand how to be more comfortable with money, with letting it go, even if it doesn't immediately get replenished. The fact that your connection to money is so intellectual and so regimented and so traditional, with a savings plan or allocations or retirement focus, it means that you can be quite good at controlling it. The ask here from your friend, money, is can you now control it to touch your own heart, to expand your own heart? To stop waiting and start living, and use your money to do that. Something I'm noticing here. First, we got a beachside cliff. Could be time for you to relocate your home, upgrade. Have you always wanted to live by a beach city? Or visit one? But another thing is we've got two birds here facing one another. And we've got two birds here looking in the same direction. And there's something about teamwork. The final thing your friend Money wants you to know, my beautiful shell crew, is that you can use your resources, your funds, your money, as intellectual as your relationship is with money itself. You can use it to build emotional intimacy between you and others. Emotional intimacy. These experiences don't have to be solo. Oh, they'll be for you to expand your heart, to increase your joy. But they don't have to be alone. And once again, your friend Money is saying if you felt like there's a missing connection in your life, or a missing quality of richness, you may meet people, new people, form new bonds, new connections on your travels, at new restaurants, in a new neighborhood, in a new country. You may move. You may just not recreationally decide to go on a trip. You may relocate to another country. You have the resources, your friend Money says. So can we transform our no into a yes? This is the ask. Can we transform our no into a yes? If so, my beautiful shell crew, your friend Money promises some beautiful emotional enrichment, some glorious new experiences, and the finding of what's been feeling like it's been withheld from your life. What the thing has really been is just the permission to splurge, enjoy, and use your own resources to pour love into yourself. That's where we're leaving it today. My sweet, beautiful friend. If the reading's been helpful for you, your likes are appreciated, your shares are appreciated, your comments are always loved. And if you choose to subscribe and come back again, it would be an honor to read for you again and again and again. Thank you. And bye for now. Hello, my beautiful red jellyfish crew, and welcome to your reading on what message your friend Money has for you. I'm going to go ahead and set you down in frame. We've got some interesting lighting going on here as the light streams in through the window. Before we kick it off, beautiful soul, just a friendly reminder that you are so very worthy of love. Always more, never less. You are so very worthy of it. Now we may carry on. We're going to draw our first card to the tune of this question, or maybe a statement if you prefer. How your friend money feels about you, my beautiful red jellyfish crew. How does your friend money feel about you? And if you tuned into our intro, you know this is a mirrored universe in which there are truly no external forces, no matter how we may be perceiving differences. So, what does that mean? It means that how your friend money feels about you is very likely how you feel about your friend money, even if it's not totally conscious. Powerful. I love it. Right here. Okay. Here we go. Earth Star Chakra. Very little talked about, interestingly. But the Earth Star Chakra sits below the root chakra. It's grounded even further into the material realm. And what we've got written on the card is initiation. So your friend money is watching you very closely, my beautiful red jellyfish crew. Let me point out something here. First of all, the flower on the jellyfish, very familiar. I want to say a plumeria, but I don't think that's what it is. We've also got fish on the jellyfish, and all of this is reminding me of like drawn art, even tattoos. There's something between talent and creativity and your friend money that your friend money sees. In fact, your friend money, I believe, is expecting you to make love to your relationship and add intimacy between you and money by creating. So what are you drawing? What are you writing? Are you a tattoo artist? We've got some glyphs here. Are you making art? Are you writing a book? Are you a meditator? Your spirituality and your spiritual practice could also be a link to money. See, your friend money sees you in many different realms. So, although this is Earth Star Chakra, when you become grounded, present, meditative, still, observant, one with the present moment, you are actually drawing your friend money in. And your friend money is melding with you, increasing your abundance, potentially balancing your checkbook. There's so much balanced here. And again, I'm touching your avatar for the reading. Something about this, your nervous system. Yes, it is relaxed, it's beautiful, it's treated. If you're here in our red jellyfish crew, my sweet friend, you have a strong spiritual practice. You are a creative. You are melding more and more with both the material and the immaterial each time you meditate, each time you get into a flow state, each time you practice your craft, whatever that craft may be, and that's your initiation. So your friend money is telling me to tell you, we're about to get a whole lot closer, baby. Yeah, it's a term of endearment. So your friend money loves you. We're about to get a whole lot closer, baby. And again, keep creating. The more you get in touch with your spiritual practices that are calling you, and they're already rather advanced, the closer we get. And it's not taunting, But your friend money is highlighting something to me right now, which is that there is a subtle fear of owning the material realm too completely. There is a subtle fear of getting too powerful. So if that fear is playing in your subconscious or even your conscious mind, it's either at the forefront where you can see those thoughts passing through your mental realm, or those thoughts pass through your mental realm when you're a little less present. So while you sleep, while your consciousness is primarily in the astral, or at the very end of sleep when you're just entering back into the mental realm. Depending on where that thought is, it's time to look at it, beautiful soul. Look at it right in the eye, right in the ojo, and confront it with love, and determine whether or not you identify with the thought that you are afraid of becoming too powerful in multiple realms. Because your friend money tells me that you're very comfortable with getting powerful in the spiritual realm and being powerful as a creative. But you are quite uncomfortable with the concept of becoming powerful in the material realm. And I'm knocking on wood. What does that mean? Luck. Your friend money wants you to know that it's not just a matter of luck, those who become powerful in the material realm, those who make money. So another thought passing through, a creator's thought, a spiritualist's thought, which goes like this. Being a powerful creator doesn't necessarily guarantee being an abundant, money-rich individual. Money is looking at you to see what you'll do with that. Are you going to identify with that? Are you going to believe that thought? Are you going to make that a truth? Optional. You get to choose. Because whether or not you choose to believe that determines what money's next move with you is. Are you two going to get closer, become better buddies, or are you going to split off? You're at this threshold where you get to decide what you'll identify with, what you'll believe, what thoughts as they pass through you, you'll go, oh yeah, that's true. What thoughts about money you're going to choose to believe. So, money's looking at you to see. And just as we said, my sweet red jellyfish crew, you're looking at money too. Is it going to increase? Is it going to decrease? Every time I sell something, every time I offer a service, every time I step into my power, you check the bank account. What you're learning your causes and effects. When I do A, what does money do? It's like you're learning math again. Maybe you're in a math class. Maybe you're relearning the laws of physics. Maybe you're redefining. Yeah, you yourself know that you're at a pivot point. So you and money are watching each other. It's like this dance, and there's all this tension. You're watching one another. What will you do next? Let's go deeper. Next, we're going to see what your friendship with money needs to improve. Oh, we left a little bit of the deck behind. And it seems like that could be a fear of yours, beautiful red jellyfish crew. Leaving something behind, either of your own or of other people, or of a lifestyle. A friendly reminder. Can't be done. Oops. And as I say that, the Four of Portals, which is the equivalent to the Four of Cups, comes shooting out. Great sadness. So let's just pause and take this message in. If you're grieving, or you're afraid to grieve because of a change in your relationship with your power or your life, afraid of what you might leave behind, or afraid you may get bored. Now Spirit's stepping in. Money just went quiet real quick. Spirit's got a message for you, my beautiful red jellyfish crew. If you are afraid that you're going to get bored if you get too successful because you're hooked on the struggle, keep in mind that's another thought. It's passing through your mental realm. Thoughts can create reality if we choose to jump on the train and ride them. Note that. If you have been grieving because of a loss, or because you've been working hard at something that hasn't come to fruition, that is seen by your friend money, and that's not set to be your destiny forever. It's been an initiation point, not the entirety of your story. With consciousness, patterns can change in the blink of an eye. So, for you especially, be aware of your patterns. Be conscious of them. Bring consciousness to them every time you notice them. Just full witness mode. That's an interesting thought. That I'm going to lose my entire lifestyle and my friends if I go through this initiation and become better friends with money. Watch that. So, how can your friendship with money improve at this time? How can your friendship with money improve at this time? Boop, boop. Making some room. Yes. Wow, wow, wow. Total brain fart moment I'm having here. So I set the deck over. 2 of Cups. That is multitasking. Okay, great. So, starting with 64, card 64 in this deck, Meadow. It's our Ace of Earth Guardians, also known as our Ace of Pentacles. Clarified by the 2 of Portals, also known as the 2 of Cups. A Stargate in this deck, number 37. 64, 37. Okay. What your friendship needs to improve. The ingredient, the medicine that your friendship requires in order to become closer. Begins with trust. Trusting money as a friend. And knowing that money is not separate than you, it's an aspect of you. We'll explore that in a little bit in this reading. But that knowledge that you trust money means you also trust yourself. Trust what you see, trust what you know, these big blue eyes, and then there's another big eye here. So that's 3 eyes total. Trust what you see in the material, trust your 3rd eye as well. Look at you, once again. You walk between the material and the immaterial. Very, very spiritual energy here. Does not surprise, because the decks that we're working with are very, very subtle realms, high vibrating. Lemuria is all over this energy. It's all over you, my beautiful red jellyfish crew. There's a song, I don't know if it's by ABBA, but it goes something like, take a chance on me, take a chance on me. Could be Ace of Base, could be ABBA. But take a chance on me is coming up here. Your ideas, what you're offering, all these flowers in your hair. You yourself are the offering, I suspect. And your friend Money wants you to know this. You may have gotten it a wee bit twisted intellectually, thinking that your creative offerings and the spiritual realm itself are separate from you, and that you can offer creative things and you can tap into the spiritual realm, but in no way are you linked. You like being an in-betweener, walking between the 2 realms, and I love that. My goodness, me, the little reader, I can relate to you hard, darling. But there is a fear there that your friend Money is pointing out to me, which is that by being an in-betweener, it also releases you from the need to take ownership or responsibility for the fact that you are the universe. You. Even the mundane aspects of you, the fact that you shower and brush your teeth, the human quality of you, the humanness, your face, your features, your attributes, your attractiveness, I see attractiveness here. When you're gazed upon by others, there is this, oh, wow, vibe that comes through. It's in the eyes. It's all over. It's in the face. You've got the riz, as the kids say. And it's time to own that. To improve your relationship with money, get a little more material. This is the Ace of Pentacles. In addition to take a chance on me, take a chance on your business, your offerings. Yes, we know all that already. Take a chance on believing that you are the shit physically. Get a little more shallow. This is the request from your friend Money. Beautiful to surrender your ego. Glorious. Glorious to shift into these higher, subtle, vibrating realms. Wonderful. But you're here to talk to your friend Money, and your friend Money wants to be with you. Drop some abundance on your head. So, in order to do that, we need you vibrating. We need to pull some of your consciousnness back out of those higher realms where you're going. You're going astral. You're going into let me take a sip of tea while I attempt to recall the name of this realm. Etheric. The etheric realm. You do all this feeling your heart open. Let's get you into the grounded realm of form. Improve your relationship with money by becoming more shallow. Don't overthink it, beautiful soul. Just do it. With the Two of Portals here, Stargate. We're clarifying. Wait a second, I'm thinking Two of Pentacles. Two of Portals is love. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Two of Pentacles is multitasking. Wow. Two of Portals is Two of Cups equivalent. How could I not see that? How could I not see that? And we've got it in reverse here. So we've got the message out already. We already spilled our beans. This isn't about multitasking. Forgive. And interestingly, that type of misinterpretation may be something you find yourself doing, my beautiful red jellyfish crew. Misinterpreting something as a pattern or as a piece of knowledge you thought you already knew. Because you're in initiation mode, it's time to get back in the learner's seat. And money is asking you to get into the learner's seat of being a human again. Look back on humanity, get back into your body as if it's for the first time. So, with the Two of Portals actually being the Two of Cups here, it's in reverse. It's asking this question, where can we actually be more shallow and less connection-based, less love-based. You can improve your relationship with money by attending more to money, to the material, to the formed reality versus to the emotions, to the heart. I want to make sure you're in here, fully visible. To the heart. Again, this is perhaps going against everything you know as a spiritual being, as a loving being, as an artist and as a creator, but your friend Money wants you to know it is precisely the individuals who snub the material, because that's ultimately what we're doing when we decide that the spiritual realms are superior or that the creative realms are superior. It is precisely those individuals who snub the material that suffer with money, that suffer in their friendship with money, that don't know money. They're not friends with money because they've snubbed money. So you haven't done it yet, beautiful soul. Again, you're at an initiation, but this is not your warning, because you can't mess this up. You're going to be fine. You're already doing an incredible job. I think you know that. But this is your message to get a little more superficial. Attend to the world of form. Okay, now that we have literally hammered that into your brain, my sweet friend, let's move on to the next message. A message from your friend Money that's been trying to get through to you in your daily life. It's something you might already suspect, have already seen, have already felt. It's trying to get through to you. Okay, that's just one. And there's the other, and here we go. Your face card is strong. There it is again. The first thing that came through channeled is that you can probably make money from your face. Okay, that came through a little bit already, but if you were wondering about putting your face on your website or your face on Instagram, your face on an app, on the internet, or in a catalog, on film, using your form, your very form, much like performers do. Performers, interesting. You can get closer to money that way. You can. Face card. It will not decline. So with 33, autonomous initiator. Let's see if the lighting can get right here so you can actually see the colors. Autonomous initiator, paladin of light codes. That is the knight of wands, knight of fire. Love that the cards are numbered this way, and love that 33 is here. Autonomous initiator, taking action. This is something that your money as an entity, as a consciousness, has been trying to let you know. To take the action, to do the creating, to make it happen. It is, in fact, on you. So we've established a premise here in your world, my beautiful red jellyfish crew, that you can get a lot closer to money and actually make quite a bit of it if you're looking to increase your bank account by being creative, by being spiritual. So all of that traversing you do in those realms, it's now time to bring it back, bring it into form. Here we have the woodland forest, the sage of earth guardians. So the sage is the queen in this deck. Earth guardians, pentacles. Woodland forest in reverse. So the message that, it's the same message that came through immediately that your friend Money has been trying to tell you. Take action on getting your form out there. Please love your physicality. It's so very linked to your relationship with money. Please love your furniture, your clothes, your car, that which is formed. You can use nature to do this too. If loving inanimate objects feels too simply dense at first. But once you've gone through the progression of learning to love nature, trees and plants, because that is form. That is part of this formed reality. And money and nature are incredibly linked energetically. So you can use nature as a gateway, but then it's time to start seeing your body as natural, your face as natural, yourself as natural, and then get in front of the camera. Beautiful soul, my red jellyfish crew. Get in front of the camera. Teach what you know about spirituality. Teach what you know about art. Start a class. There is something that's coming through that I think someone told me. They must have. Learnables.com. I don't know what that is, but it's coming through to you, beautiful soul. I believe if it is a real website, the individual who told me, it's about hosting classes that are saved and recorded. Money wants to rain abundance on you. Money wants you to feel money so that you can then spend money. But first, there's this need to believe that you're worthy of the money and that it's okay to enjoy the formed reality, this third dimensional density. Not only is it okay, it's your time. This is the message that money has been trying to get through to you. Take the action. Initiate. Make it happen. Start selling. Start showing. Start recording. Start advertising. Do it. Take the action. Finally, the part of you that is most connected to your friend Money and what that means for you. What is the part of you that is most connected to your friend Money, beautiful soul? Oh, wow. Okay. 34 comes right after 33 and 23. Oh, I love it. So both upright, we've got direction and delegation, Sage of Light Codes. So this is the Queen of Wands. And we've got 23 Action Plan, Two of Light Codes. This is the Two of Wands. So with direction and delegation and action plan, the part of you that's most connected to money is your intellectual mind. Now, the realm of mind, as we've established here in the Little Reader's House, if you watch our transmissions, is the realm that is half formed. So it's not quite material. We don't think about an elephant and then it drops out of the sky and falls on top of our head. But if we start paying attention to the realm of mind and looking at the thoughts that pass through it, we will see that they're either echoes of something that just happened, or they are foreshadowings of what's about to come, what's about to turn into form in your third dimensional reality. So if you find yourself obsessively thinking about elephants, this indicates that they will be appearing in form. You'll see pictures of elephants soon. You might see an actual element. Oh, you certainly will, because you're in all the elements. You're in all the realms. But an actual elephant is what I meant. You'll see one soon. So with direction, delegation, and the Queen of Wands, this is telling me that your ability to pay attention to and even watch your mental realm, that ability is what connects you to money. So let's see, how does money want me to phrase this? Because there was a message about manifesting money there, but then it disappeared just as quickly as it came. Because for you, beautiful soul, it's not about thinking about money obsessively that is going to build your relationship with money. It's about intelligently making connections between the thoughts that pass through your mind and what action you are supposed to take as a result of those thoughts. So your gift, being who you are, is to look at your mind objectively from the witness perspective that we speak about so often here and say, okay, I'm thinking about this idea. I'm noticing it's passing through my mental realm. Now it's time to act on that. What action plan will I form? I just thought about recording a reading on money. That just passed through my mental realm. Now I've noticed it's passed through twice in 10 minutes. Now I've noticed it's passed through 5 times in one day. I'm going to sit down, create a list about how that's going to come into action, and then I'm going to actually record it and make it happen. This is how you work best with money. This is how you connect to money. So, beautiful soul, money is telling me that you want to be closer to it and you want to see more of it in your physical reality. It is waiting for you to decide what you will do before it rains abundance on your head like nobody's business. You've been thinking about money a lot. That's another thing. So, as we just spoke about, you've noticed yourself thinking about it a lot. It's meant to come into your third dimensional formed reality. How you do it is notice what your thoughts want you to do. Notice what is valuable that passes through your mental realm to you as an artist and a spiritual, and make action out of it. Make a plan and then execute. I feel like I have to say this really clearly, beautiful soul. It's obvious to me what you're capable of. If that's not obvious to you, start there. Self-love. Self-love. We've got all kinds of links about that down below and in our daily transmissions. That is the first and foremost focus, perhaps, of the Little Reader's House. Once you're understanding what you're capable of, tune in to the thoughts that go through your mental realm. Your guides are planting them there. All of your spiritual work and all of your artistry and creativity means that you are going to have so many bright ideas pass through your mind. Look at them, note them, write them down, and then act on them. That is how you and money get closer. That is how you connect to money, actually, as a matter of fact. And don't judge the ideas. Don't judge the ideas about which one's good and which one's bad. Instead, look at them based on how inspired they make you feel. This is where we use your big heart. This is where we use your powerful third eye. How does the idea activate you? Run it through your form like a compass. If it turns you on, we've got all this fire here. So I know you're a passionate person in touch with your passions. If it turns you on, get on it. Let's not use the mind to determine whether or not this is good, this is bad, this is the money maker, this one will be popular. If I phrase it like this or I print it like that, the people will love it. No. How does it turn you on, my beautiful red jellyfish? Use your nervous system. Use your highly developed senses. You are the test audience. You are the only audience that matters here. The rest will come. You and money. It's just you two. Us against the world, as Coldplay would say. Leave the people. I said that with finger quotes. Let me bring both hands in so you can see. The people, the ones who you're intending to make money from, potentially, leave them out. This is an intimate relationship between you and money. You two are going to figure out how to make it work. Money is saying, give me some credit. Let me do my work. I'll bring the people. I'll find a way to get to you. You just field those ideas and take action on them. The rest is up to me. That is where we are leaving it today, beautiful soul. It has been such a privilege to host you in the house. An honor and a pleasure. If you loved it, like the video, please. If you think someone that you know and love would enjoy it, please share it with them. If you like a key to come back to the house, subscribe. You can come back anytime. We've got daily transmissions around these parts. And if you want to leave a comment and let me know how this resonated about your journey, or pep up another Red Jellyfish Crew member, please do. You've got a powerful, spiritual, loving energy. If I could hype you up for another 30 minutes just about how lovely it is to be in this energy, I would. But suffice it to say that if the thought passes through your mental realm to bless us with some of your insights and wisdom down below, it would be greatly appreciated. Until then, I'm sending you all the love I've got. Always more and never less. Bye for now. Hello, my beautiful seahorse crew, and welcome to your reading about what your friend Money would like to say to you. A message. Multiple messages, to be quite honest with you. But welcome, you're here in the house. It's an honor to have you. I am dazzled by the design and the color of this glorious seahorse. So thank you for choosing it. I'm going to set you down right over here, and as I do, I'd like to let you know that you are so very worthy of love, beautiful soul. Always more, never less. And if you take away anything from this reading, let it be that. A reminder that not only are you worthy, but you are love itself. Ooh, look at that. Speaking of colors, can you see this? How the way a sun shining in from the window plus a quaint little ring light right over there is just shining. It's just shining. You and the light. You and the light, my beautiful seahorse crew. There's a link. First thing we're doing here as I shuffle up the beautiful rainbow brain skull oracle is how your friend Money feels about you, beautiful soul. How your friend Money feels about you. We're giving Money a voice, an opportunity to let some things out. And if you saw the intro, you know that this is mirrored. So how your friend Money feels about you is the same way you feel about your friend Money. Being out of ideas is just another idea. Being out of ideas is just another idea. So the first thing that your friend Money is telling me is, I have no idea. I have no idea how I feel about our beautiful seahorse crew. Seems like there's a lot of shifting, a lot of changes, and it seems like you travel between realms an awful lot, my beautiful seahorse crew. Now, what the hell does that mean? Let's break it down. I see a dolphin and a mermaid. I like that. Dolphin, mermaid, seahorse. We've got a theme going on, but we also got a Christmas tree, an angry dragon, a rocket. So when I say you travel between realms a lot, it could mean any number of things, dearie. This is a general reading, so it could mean you do a lot of drugs. You enjoy a lot of substances. Some nights you're opening the door to marijuana, weed, cannabis. You give it your name a choice. Other nights, maybe you're opening the door to the realm of nicotine. Other times it's caffeine. Other times it's sugar. It seems like you could be sensitive, whether you know it or not. Interestingly, your energy, your physicality feels strong, sturdy, stout. Like, I don't know, do you work out? Do you box? Do you punch things? There's a feeling of musculature here too. So that could be your physicality, but there's a sensitivity to you, and I'm not fully sure that intellectually it's going to resonate. But as your humble channeler, it's my duty to tell you and tell you what money is telling me. You are actually sensitive. So you take substances, or if you don't do that, throw alcohol in there, by the way, and any number of psychedelics. If you don't, though, if you don't take substances, there's still this traveling between realms of, it could be food. Food, as it turns out, is a substance. It could be music. Music affects us. It takes us to another realm. So what you're doing is you're shifting your consciousness all around. Sometimes you are in a food realm, and your body is affected. Your entire vessel that you're using to transport your consciousness is sensitive enough to be changed by these realms. So your mood is sensitive too, depending on what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're smoking, what environments you're putting yourself in, what you're tasting, what you're listening to, what you're watching. And you're constantly going through these realms, my beautiful seahorse crew, traveling through these realms. Multiple realms in a day. Seems like your consciousness is always on the move. And that fluidity is affecting your relationship with money. Money is saying, I don't know, my beautiful seahorse crew, because there is a string of stability. This is reminding me of Hercules, the Disney animated film, in which the fates pull out this string and they're trying to cut, but they can't. They can't make the cut because, spoiler alert, Hercules is a demigod, I believe. Or is he a full-on god? Someone let me know. Either way, there's a string of stability that is, when it comes to money, needing to be taught. It's structure. And right now that string is like very loopy, very fluid, very what we would call yin, receptive or feminine. However you want to identify fluid, ever-changing energy. So we're riding currents all the time, and we're moving our consciousness. When I say we, I mean you, my sweet, beautiful seahorse crew. You are moving your consciousness all around, and you do have a very beautiful energy of serving the collective, of loving the collective. A chameleon, that's something that you may identify as. A chameleon, because you see so much, you observe so much. But in placing yourself in all these different environments and shifting your consciousness all over the place, maybe not even realizing how sensitive your body is to these types of changes, that string that needs to be stable, the structure that money requires in order to get to know you, to get to fuck with you, if you will. Not in a mean way, not to play tricks on you, but like, I fuck with that. Money wants to be with you. Money wants to know you. But right now, we got a void smack dab in the middle. Like, I don't know what to make of my beautiful seahorse crew, because they're so fluid, their energy is so erratic, so spontaneous, so ever-changing, that we can't adhere. I can't stick. So for you, my beautiful seahorse crew, if you find that money is leaking out of the pocketbook or can't stick, it's like every time you level up your income, or not, but let's say you do level up your income, your expenses level up at the same degree. It's like, how the hell did that happen? Or there is no income at all. With this empty door blank, it's like, help me, I'm poor. Vibes from Bridesmaids. That's completely okay, beautiful soul. Oh, this is the present moment, and we are as rich as we could possibly be in it. And if you're here, money wants to get to know you, and you it. So it doesn't have to be a forever reality. That being said, money wants to get to know you very much. So let's find out more. Note this down, though, beautiful soul, as a takeaway here. It's time to get to know who you are. Because as you do that and you solidify your identity, you and money will, but money can't, sorry, if that wasn't explanatory enough, you two will fuse. You'll have a relationship that's meaningful. If you don't know who you are, money has nothing to stick to. We can't have relationships that are purely fluid, that are purely ever-changing, that are purely under the shape-shifting situation, because then there's nothing concrete for relationships to form a foundation upon. If you scroll a lot on TikTok or social media, that's another realm, a huge realm that can actually dilute your self-identity by showing you so many ideas, so many iterations of reality. Remember, social media is a realm, and it is a substance that you are ingesting. And the effect that too much of it has is to dilute your you-ness. I cracked my neck for that one. So, again, something about fighting, movement, aggression, musculature, you're formed in the physical. But your self-identity in the mind now needs to solidify to improve your relationship with money, your friend money. So that was part of question number 1 that we're using the tarot for, but you know what? Here we are. So let's just see what else could possibly come up. What your friendship needs to improve, the ingredient that it needs specifically to improve. This is what money would like you to know, beautiful soul, my beautiful seahorse crew. Woo, 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 right off the top. Oh, yes. Ace of Swords in reverse, my lord. And, 10 of Swords upright. So, Ace of Swords in reverse. I love to read reverse cards lately in the form of a question. Where am I overthinking? Wait a second. I almost overthought that question. What is going on in my mind? There it is. What is going on in my mind? How can we build awareness of your mental realm, beautiful soul? If you're new to the house, if you just landed on this reading, here in the house we have daily transmissions talking about the relationship between the mind, the heart, and the moment, and the form, that being the body, that being the material. So if you want more expounding on that, those transmissions are there for you. Suffice it to say, your mind is connected to a collective realm where all thoughts pass through. And if you are melding with social media, you are melding with physical substances, you are melding with food, you are melding with drink, you're melding with all these things. Each of those substances, each of those realms, which all of those individual things I've just named are worlds, They have an energetic signature which affects the type of thoughts that pass through your mind. So many thoughts pass through your mind, beautiful soul, that they may not even seem, that may be a revolutionary new idea. Like, look at my thoughts. Why? The reason why is because knowing thyself, knowing thy thoughts, and knowing what's coming from you, what's originating from your form, your body, your DNA, your history, your experiences, that which we call you, and knowing what's coming from the external world, TikTok, alcohol, mac and cheese, your friend, Alicia, whatever it is, those things have a different signature than what arises from you. Here we have this focus on learning to know yourself, and money is telling you that the first thing to do to improve your relationship with money is to get mindful. Start looking at the way your habits affect your thoughts, the way your life affects your thoughts, and distinguish between which thoughts come from you and which thoughts come from the things you're dabbling in, your external world. This is critical. Mission critical, some might say, because the clarifying card here that we have is the 10 of Swords, mental anguish. So we're talking anxiety is here, depression is here, attention deficit disorder could also be here. And becoming aware of the presence of these qualities in the mind is a pattern interrupt. Revolutionary shifts occur when we notice the thoughts that we think and the catalysts for what made them pass through our mental realm. This is the way that money can get to know you. Because right now, that intellectual self-identity is in the wind. It's in the wind. Any new thought that passes through has the chance to become your whole personality, as the kids say. And because you're so sensitive, my beautiful seahorse crew, if you find yourself spending time on social media, let's say, you're far more likely to have dramatic ups and downs, because you're inviting thoughts in, thought forms and seeds from all of that content, and its respective vibration or content, whatever it is going to affect you. It's going to change your whole inner world. So we've got to get static, we've got to get stable, and it starts for you, my beautiful seahorse crew, in your mind. The next question is a message that your friend money has been trying to get through to you. A message that your friend money has been trying to get through to you. A message that your friend money has been trying to get through to you. The Ace of Cups and the Two of Swords. So we've got more mental energy here. And another ace. What a delight. So all this potential for newness, because one of the gifts of being so sensitive as you are, my beautiful seahorse crew, and being so suggestible and being so intuitive, even if you don't identify that way, is there's this constant ability to pivot, constant ability for novelty, newness. Here we have another question because we've got a reverse card, Ace of Cups. So a message that your friend money has been trying to get through to you. It seems we may be hemorrhaging some emotional energy here. Again, as we have all these ideas pass through, all these substances, all this stimulation passing through the mental realm. The identity is changing moment by moment by moment with every single thought we think, because you're so eager, because you're so intelligent. All of those thoughts passing through are generating chemical reactions in the bod, in the brain to be specific, we're hitting off with our dopamine, with our serotonin, our oxytocin. I know I'm missing something. It's not just the mental realm for you. If it's physical substances, we're hitting off chemicals, I think, like oxytocin that can generate, or if we're hitting substances like other people, and I don't mean hitting aggressively, but I mean we're spending time with people who generate a chemical response within our body. Because it's happening so fluidly and without very specific direct intention, again, we're in feminine energy in terms of the way we're governing our internal world right now to an unbalanced degree. So this is causing a hemorrhaging of emotional energy. If you've been feeling emotionally drained, if you've been feeling like you can't proceed in certain areas of your life because you don't know what you want to do, we could be stuck in a relationship, stuck in a job, stuck at home, feeling just locked in to circumstances. It is precisely because of this lack of self-identity. And this is something money's been trying to tell you is actually the reason for lack of money, the reason for lack of opportunities, the reason for lack of inspiration, the reason for lack of just emotional energy for yourself to enjoy is because it's hemorrhaged too much on all of the entertainment, all of the machinations going on in the mind right now, all of the possibilities, all of the maybes, all of the way your fingers on the pulse of the zeitgeist. Nobody write that down. But the way that you're living, self-governing, is draining. And wondering what the source of that drain is and why there's no money and why there's no flow is precisely for what we've talked about here. We've really highlighted something here, my beautiful seahorse crew, who, for the record, we're not blowing smoke about your genius right now because that goes without saying. You're an incredibly powerful being, brilliant, and your talents, obviously, particularly in the intellect, are unmatched and potentially at this moment untapped. Your friend Money is telling you that if you tap them and you get structured in your mind and structured with your internal self-discipline about the way you govern your mind, you govern your thoughts, and you govern what you are ingesting in terms of social media, psychedelic drugs, or mood enhancing or depressing substances like alcohol, the way you govern what passes before your eyes, including your third eye, but the way you govern what passes before your eyes, what passes through your body, and what passes through your mind, that is going to directly relate to your relationship with money and opening up avenues and pathways for it to flow to you. Money wants to get to know you, but it's asking, who the F are you? Who are you? I want to know. Can you show me? It's Phil Collins from Tarzan. And you are at that threshold with these aces here. This could turn around in a moment. It's just about how and when you'll find yourself flipping into that witness perspective, developing a practice of mindfulness, developing a presence with your own internal world. Because right now, external forces have taken over your internal world. Finally, the part of you that is most connected to your friend Money. And what that means for you. So the aspect of you, my beautiful seahorse crew, that is most connected to your friend Money. Now, just based on what we've discussed, I had a sensation that a swords card would come up, but we got 2 swords cards and we got the King of Swords. So let me have a sip of tea here, but I think if you have any tarot knowledge or you've been bopping along here, you know what I'm about to say. Pear-flavored tea. At this point, I will tell you it tastes mostly like water. That's okay. Seven of Swords in reverse is asking us a question, as our reverse cards do. Where am I afraid of my own mind? And then King of Swords. The mind. The mental. The highest peak of mental energy. This is how you connect to the realm of money. So it comes as no surprise to us, my beautiful seahorse crew, that when the mind is ungoverned, money is nowhere to be found. The relationship with money is not being attended to. Even if you're attempting to budget, ask for a raise or promotion, or get a job, sell services, have a creative endeavor, run a small business, if you don't self-govern the mind, the money's not there. And it's probably been so confusing to you, beautiful soul, because you're like, I'm doing the work, I'm showing up, I'm a hard worker. Where is the money to show for it? That's why I work. That's why I have a job. That's why I have a small business. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why I'm an independent contractor, or maybe you work for a company, but somehow your efforts always go unnoticed, or somehow the money, maybe you earn it, maybe you get the promotions. And then, as we said earlier, each time you get a pay bump, a new expense arises. And it's just like, money gone. Money out. But money wants to be in. That's why money asked me to come talk to you today. And that's why you showed up here. So the question that money wants you to ask yourself to understand how you two are connected is, first and foremost, it's through the mind. Your mind is your direct link to money. How well you know your own mental identity is how lucrative and how beautiful and how flourishing your relationship with money will be. But there is a fear here. There is a fear of your own mind. So how and why do you fear your mind? It could be because of the presence of something we mentioned earlier, like anxiety, depression, or ADHD. It could be because of trauma, negative thoughts, or just an unfamiliarity with the mental realm. This is your opportunity, beautiful soul, to pivot and pattern correct. We don't correct a pattern by trying to change a pattern. Nay, beautiful soul, here in the house, we drill this in like, I don't know, insert analogy here. Instead, we watch our behaviors. We become the witness. We step back. So what the mind is going to do is try to fix this with a new routine. It's going to try to get structured by making a plan. Spirit's stepping in here, even above money, to say, no need for that. Watch yourself. Cultivate the witness perspective. Cultivate a mindfulness practice. Learn to watch your mind. It is an absolute genius. There is no doubt about that. King of Swords here, your mind is sharp. All of this teal, all of this indigo. You are a brilliant communicator and a brilliant thinker, and you see things so quickly. You learn so quickly. You observe so quickly. You've got so many powers and gifts, and we could talk careers all day long, but that would be me being the substance that you're taking a hit off of to get direction about where you're supposed to go. Spirit is asking me to redirect you to yourself as the authority. You are the authority here. You can trust your mind. You can trust yourself as the witness. You can trust your own perspectives. You can trust your own gifts. You can trust your skills. It is safe for you to trust yourself, beautiful soul. It is safe for you to trust your mind. Get to watching it. As you develop a familiarity with how your mind responds to environments, how your mind responds to substances, to people, to social media, to music, to movies, as you begin to understand the link between how external catalysts trigger thoughts in your own head, in understanding that dynamic, you will naturally place yourself in the right environments, around the correct music, with the best foods, with the perfect people, and with the perfect opportunities to make money magnetize to you. But first, you need to exist. So no more looking for a leader outside. It's time to look for one inside. That is what your friend Money wanted to tell you today, beautiful soul. So that's where we're leaving it. It's been an absolute honor, privilege, and pleasure swimming through this great ocean with you, my sweet seahorse friend. You're so very worthy of love. Always more. Never less. If you enjoyed this reading, please like it. If you feel moved to leave a comment, I, as your humble reader and channeler, would be honored to receive that, read it, and then probably cry to it later. Just being honest with you. If you know a friend or family member who this reading might help, please share it with them. And if you would like a key to the Little Reader's House to come back anytime you like, the subscribe button is itching for you to press it. It's itching. But for you, my beautiful seahorse crew, keep me low. You're the leader. You're the one who knows best for you. So, this can serve as inspiration, but for now, you're in charge. Okay. Big love to you. Bye for now. Hello, my beautiful blue seahorse crew, and welcome to your reading on What Your Friend Money Would Like to Tell You. So your friend Money has a message for you. I'm sure you already listened to the intro, so let's get straight into it. Our first question is, how does your friend Money feel about you? How does your friend Money feel about you? Wow, I just launched right into it. And you know what I forgot? You know what I neglected? Unbelievably. Is to let you know how very worthy of love you are, my beautiful blue seahorse. Did you know? Do you know how very worthy of love you are? How adored you are by the entire universe? If you don't, now you know it. That's important, and that's the greatest takeaway that this entire reading can give to you today if you take one thing from it. So now, I can breathe and get back into question number 1, which is how your friend Money feels about you. And in that intro I just referenced, which I know you watched, it was mentioned that this is going to be mirrored naturally because you and Money are not separate. So how your friend Money feels about you is the way that you feel about it, even if that's subconscious. So it will provide some deep insights. How does your friend Money feel about you, sweet soul? Flow. Indeed. Indeed. And doesn't this fit beautifully with a jellyfish who's just blurping along? That's the best way that I can describe what jellyfish swimming looks like to me. Just blurping, blurping. With this flow. It's the way Money wants to be. Money wants to flow. Money wants to come in and come out. This is now going to be my impression of jellyfish. This is beautiful, my sweet friend, because if this particular reading is going to resonate with you, this is your moment to know it now. You and Money have a very healthy relationship. If that does not resonate, my beautiful blue seahorse, I'm sorry, you're not a seahorse, but that may be where you're meant to go into the seahorse crew, my blue jellyfish crew. If that doesn't resonate, then this is not the one. But if it resonates, then you're exactly where you're meant to be. The relationship between you and Money is healthy. It's fluid. It's floating. Look at all these bodies. Multiple coins, multiple dollars, multiple whatever denomination of currency exists around you. Your friend Money is saying, I feel great about you, bud. And I hope you feel great about me. And it seems to me that your friend Money, or that you, rather, do feel great about your friend Money. I'm going to take another sip of tea because something else that I'm feeling in your energy, my beautiful blue Jellyfish Crew, is speechless. I'm feeling a little bit, not loose of the tongue, but just wordless. Maybe you're a person of very few words. That could explain why the little reader, a person of very many words, is taking a moment to readjust. So, sip of tea for me. And I thank you so much for your patience. Flow. I also see stars. I'm seeing stars, and that's something I was going to say about you, is that maybe people get starstruck when they see you. Do you work with the stars? Are you in entertainment? Do you work with film and television? Are you a publicist? Do you work with politicians? Either you work with big people or you are one. Or you're gonna be one. This is reminding me of Red Jellyfish Crew vibes. After Red Jellyfish Crew determines that they are going to have a successful relationship with money. This is like their next iteration. So, in a way, you have really worked to harmoniously align with money. Your relationship is equal. There's an amount of give and take. You have income coming in, and you're letting it flow freely through you. You understand that money is a currency. There's so many things about the principles of money that you just get. It comes easily. Maybe it even goes easily, but then it comes back easily. With the stars, your work with people, your work with yourself, whatever it is you do, whether you're the creative, you're the icon, or whether you're with them, you've cracked the code. If you're in another industry, let's say finance, or you run your own business, maybe you're an electrician, or maybe you do something working with your hands, a builder, engineer, whatever it is, because of your flow with yourself and your own skills and the material realm, you don't shy away from it. You don't have negative connotations toward or secretly held beliefs about how it's pathetic or below you to enjoy the superficial. You're like, no, I like this material world. I'm into it. That has built your relationship with money beautifully. It doesn't seem that you have problems in your relationship with money. It seems like you have solutions. And it seems like we would all be the better for it if you care to drop some of your secrets into the comment section down below. Because I'm speaking with an authority. And money, in a way, has become your servant as a result of it. Glorious. Glorious to witness. Glorious to entrain with. So, we'll ask our questions and see if anything else is going to come through. Our first question is, money, what can my beautiful blue jellyfish crew do to improve the relationship further? What can my beautiful blue jellyfish crew do to improve their relationship with you, money, even more? Oh, you know what's interesting about you working with the stars? We've got the movie tarot here. Or being a star. Whoa. Okay. Wow. So what you could do to improve your relationship even further with money, beautiful soul. First, we've got the Hierophant in reverse. Then we've got the Emperor in reverse. The way that we're interpreting cards in the reverse lately here in the Little Reader's House is as questions. I'd also like to mention the male archetypes here. Oh dear. This is The Godfather. Actor, wow, it should really roll off the tongue, but it's not, because I know exactly who this is, and I know that he stuffed his cheeks to make them bigger, and I know that the line he's saying is something to the effect of, I'm going to make them an offer they can't refuse. The fact that the actor's name doesn't come to me is okay. I ask that anyone who knows it drops it down below. This individual, I believe, is Al Pacino in Scarface. And the line that's being spoken at this moment is, in this country, first you get the money, then you get the power, or something to that effect. Now, is there a similarity between these two characters? Abso-freaking-lutely. We've got elements of power, structure, masculinity, old money, secret societies, cliques, gangster could be a word. I mean, there is a weapon right there on that card. There is, I believe that's a gold cube. As someone observed recently in a transmission that we had here in the house, I don't remember Al Pacino holding an ankh. But, you know, there were some creative liberties taken here, obviously. Other elements here. When I say secret societies, there's something else about having did I say a clique? Having, being part of a family, or having a strong heritage, ancestry, roots. With the Hierophant and the Emperor, this is, I've got a legacy to carry on. I've got an entire generation behind me and one before me. The idea that you're a figurehead here, that you are a most important person. My goodness. How fun. You've got the power. You've got, oh no, his name's trying to come through. No, not now. We've already moved past that. We've got self-importance at play here, but not just self-importance, family. Now, given that these are both in reverse, we've got questions coming from Money. Money would like to ask you, how is your loyalty to self and family in conflict? How is your loyalty to yourself and your loyalty to your family, your heritage, in conflict with one another? Second question with the Emperor. Where are you being dogmatic or overly obsessed with structure in your life? This is big, the boss. And I say it like that because I love it. So, being the boss is powerful, my blue jellyfish crew. Wow, now calling you big jellyfish. Oh yeah, big jellyfish. That just slipped right out. I was gonna say I should probably be calling you boss, but it's cool. I'm gonna continue calling you blue jellyfish crew. You probably are the boss though. So Money is asking you how you can examine those two areas, examine those questions, to create more wholeness and balance in your life globally. Big CEO vibes here. Your advice from Money, interestingly, my beautiful blue jellyfish crew, is not going to be about making yourself more money. And I think you knew that already. It's going to be about increasing the overall wholeness of your life, about relaxing some of your rules, regulations, and need to have this empire. These are both empire lads, dearie. These two individuals are all about the mark they leave on this world, their little stampo. So, that's beautiful. Seems like you've already done that. Now what stamp will you leave on your own heart. And if that sounds a little too soft for you, then you're exactly where you're supposed to be in asking the question. Next, a message your friend Money has been trying to get through to you. A message that your friend Money has been trying to get through to you. All right. Breathe sometime. That's the first thing. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm no financial advisor, dearie, but the good news is when I'm channeling Money, I guess I am. So, by day, that's not my usual identity, but right here and now, it seems like that's what Money's about to use me for. A new investment for you, my beautiful blue jellyfish crew. Opportunity has arisen, or is arising. I'm pretty sure it's already risen, and I'm pretty sure you know what it is. It has to do with collaboration, and it has to do with helping out either your friends. I'm thinking your friends here. Your friends or your family, but definitely somebody with whom you've had a little bit of a clash with in the past. Either your values didn't match, your personalities were not cohesive, or maybe, my beautiful blue jellyfish crew, there was a little bit of a judgment aspect because they were not quite intellectually up to par, their ideas didn't feel quite right. Something was off. You were like, has potential, but I'll pass. Now Money's asking you to invest in them. Invest in them. With this reminding me of the olive branch being extended, there is, of course, an opportunity for more cash flow. Of course. I don't think it would have your interest if that possibility wasn't there. But more importantly, from Money to you, there's an opportunity for meaningful collaboration and putting to rest some type of, this is clash in the physical, some type of disagreement between you. It's the opportunity for a new beginning. We've got sweet, sweet Forrest Gump here. I actually don't know if there is a line being spoken at this moment in the film. I don't think so. We all know the mama says life's like a box of chocolates line. You never know what you're going to get, and I feel like that's what inhibited you from this investment previously. You did not know what you were going to get out of it, and it really didn't seem like it was going to be cash. And as a savvy investor, my sweet friend, you know that investing in something that drains you and sending your resources into the void is not a self-loving thing to do. I don't need to preach about self-love to you. Individuals who have beautiful, strong relationships with money like you do already know a hell of a lot about self-love most of the time. This type of relationship, anyway. So, you passed on it before. It's time to revisit it. This opportunity to invest. Give them the money. Give them the white flower of surrender. Let's put this conflict to bed. You'll know about this investment because it's something that you passed on before, something that just didn't, some area where there's been conflict before. It also could be working in a mastermind, a group of 3. So maybe you're bringing 2 partners on board, and before they just didn't seem like they were up to the task. Well, they're up to the task, and this collaboration won't just be financially beneficial. It's going to be beneficial for your heart, beneficial for you to expand, you to experience something new. You won't necessarily be in the driver's seat for this one. And if that makes you a little bit uncomfortable, my sweet blue jellyfish crew, wonderful, wonderful. It is time for you to experience being in the passenger seat. A song coming through, Take a Chance on Me. It came through, I think, in our shell crew? Or no, maybe it was in our red jellyfish crew. Of course, as I said, there's a link there. Either way, the person you're taking a chance on this time isn't yourself. in the traditional way. You learn to take that chance. Past you has already worked on and learned how to take chances on themselves. Now you get to experience the joy and the risk of taking a chance on somebody else. Could even be your kids if they're asking you to back them up financially. They've got the substance for it this time. This time it's a go. So run, don't walk. Pull out that checkbook. Collaborate. Experience again, trust. Sometimes when we work so hard to learn how to trust ourselves, particularly if it comes from a place of, I'm the only one that I can trust, it can be hard to now learn to extend that trust to others. Even if it comes from a healthy place. Speaking as a Capricorn, Taurus, that's a hell of a lot of earth in my big three. I know what it's like to believe that you can only trust yourself. But in a universe where everything is you, it's all yourself. Let that one sink in. Great. It's just about having the discernment to know if this iteration of you is ready for the love you have to give. And the answer is yes. Our final segment for you, my beautiful blue jellyfish crew. The part of you that is the most connected to your friend money. I'm certain you already know. This may just serve as confirmation or entertainment, or maybe you wandered in here. Oh, now I'm thinking of a line from the movie Something's Gotta Give with Diane Keaton and Jack Nicholson. I believe Diane Keaton says something like, you wander in here high on ecstasy. I don't know how you got in here, my beautiful blue jellyfish crew, but it's an honor to have you. The part of you that is most connected to your friend money. What that means for you. Oh, I will tell you, did not see that one coming. Woo! I saw that one though. So, making sure we're still in frame here. We got 2 questions again. Fascinating. So we got our 2 reverses and 2 reverses. These are your opportunities for expansion, beautiful soul. So with the 5 of coins in reverse, the way that you are the most connected to money is having been without before and wondering if there was another way. Every time you recognize a void, you're very opportunity oriented, which is, of course, not a surprise given we have the quintessential CEO energy here. But you're very opportunity oriented. You always have an eye out for an opportunity, for an investment. So you see, interestingly, you see voids all over the place. There's something missing there. And for those who have stuck around just for educational purposes, even if they fully didn't resonate with this card, here's where you want to take a little note about the CEO mind. Because money is giving us the into it right now. We're channeling it through. The CEO mind and the mind of my beautiful blue jellyfish crew looks around at the world and notices where there are voids. Voids are these areas where something's missing or where there's massive amount of possibility. And this type of mind looks at those things and goes, what could fit there? What could go there? How can this need be filled? This type of mind is very attuned to noticing absence in a non-threatening way. So I see that something's missing, but that's not making me poo-poo my pants. I don't take it personally. How can we fill this space with something? Opportunistic. Oh, it's absolutely genius. With the King of Swords in reverse, it's that inquisitive mind. A mind that is deeply in tune with itself. It is watching itself. Another fascinating thing about this type of mind, and I'm learning as I talk here, so thank you, beautiful blue jellyfish, for this masterclass. This type of mind even questions itself. And it says, how have I missed? How is my mind, as I'm tracking out this trajectory here, I've noticed there's an opportunity. Here are the solutions my mind is auto-filling Okay, we could put this person here, that person there, this direction, this one would be the best for that. We're constructing, because again, the mind is not a creating force, it's a constructing force. But what this mind is so good at doing is being mindful of its process. So in a way, truly, this is being very close to mental mastery, beautiful soul. And that is impressive. This mind slips into the witness perspective and doesn't take its own thoughts or its own process personally. Instead, it gets the process going, and this is what would be called right use of the mind. It recognizes that the mind can play a role to construct a solution in this moment, and then it doesn't judge or take, well, it judges, but it doesn't take any of that content that gets filled in personally. Instead, it says, okay, like that, don't like that. So it's still using its judging mechanism. How can we improve the thought process that we just had? And we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Your connection to money is incredibly mental. It's also physical in that you are typically most inspired by where there is lack. This is beautiful. Wow, I didn't mean to send it like that, but I guess I did. This is beautiful because there is a link here between poverty, family, legacy, and even having experienced lack on a personal level before, but it could have happened to you personally, my beautiful blue jellyfish crew, but you didn't take it personally. You didn't make it about you. You're like, oh, cool. I grew up poor potentially, or I grew up with less than everyone else, or I grew up with a definite void in a certain area. Rather than curse the universe for picking on me, I've concluded that I can develop processes that fill these voids, and I can become the master of creating opportunity, which is, now I'm being corrected here. It's not creating, it's recognizing opportunity and constructing solutions and materials to fill those voids. It's really masterful. And you have transmuted what I'm sensing is personal traumas. It could be related to structure. It could be related to masculinity. It could be related to fatherhood or fathers or family woes or weights. But I suspect that there's been an enormous amount of transmutation here, and it is glorious. Because in your own process to heal your mind and your relationship with lack or void, you've developed a beautiful relationship with that mind, and as a result with money. Money would like to say thank you. Money would like to say that you, as a result of what is called right use or proper use of the mind, because it's allowing the mind to fill what it was made for, you have naturally bonded with money, which serves a very similar function as the mind itself does. Money is intended to facilitate movement, currency. For the mind, currency is thought forms. For the world of form, money is a currency much like thought. So ultimately, you cracked a code here, my beautiful blue jellyfish crew. You cracked the code that owning the currency that passes through your mental realm, which is the realm that just precedes the realm of form, creates a mirrored effect in the realm of form, allowing you to capture the currency that we call money and use it in this beautiful flowing manner. That's what money has to say to you, my sweet friend. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to say it. That's where we're going to leave the reading today. It has been, as I just said, an honor to channel in this mastermind energy. I feel like my own money savvy just went through the roof, so thank you. We can make a deal later. If you liked this video, please like it. Please comment some insights for everyone. It would be so very appreciated. If you have a friend or family member who you'd like to share it with, or a community, your shares are so incredibly valuable. And if you'd like a key to come back to the house on the regs, that subscribe button may just be calling your name. But until we meet again, either through spirit in the realm of mind or right here in the house, I'm sending you all the love I've got, beautiful soul, and all the gratitude. Bye for now.